Justice with Judge Mablean will be life because in everything we do, it involves the law.
Where's your witness?
In the evidence.
That's hearsay.
It's notarized.
I still say it's hearsay.
She's fair.
You're going to help these young men learn how to do this the right way.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's firm.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, I don't need to say anything else.
She's honest.
I'm not your child and I'm not your friend. That's the order of the court. Goodbye.
This is Justice with Judge Mablean.
All rise. Both parties, raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Mablean presiding.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. In the matter of Andre Ramirez versus Mariah Garcia, you are suing her for $411. You say she defamed you and you want the cost of a concert ticket that you paid to take her out. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct, ma'am.
Okay, and you said, nope, I don't owe him anything. I was just telling the truth.
That's right. Just to clarify, the concert ticket wasn't to take me out.
Oh, it wasn't for you?
No.
Okay. So, but you paid for a concert ticket?
I did indeed,
For
ma'am.
somebody?
Yes, I did.
And you want her to pay you back for it?
Yes, she's the reason why my date left.
Oh, you got stood up. Oh, no, she left.
She left. She was already there.
Oh, okay, so tell me what happened.
Well, let's start at the beginning. I met her. I seen her around.
Who's her?
Mariah. I met
All
Mariah
right.
around a couple places, and I hit her up on Instagram, and I slid in the DMs the old-fashioned way, and through some
The
reluctancy.
DM is the old-fashioned way?
For us, yeah.
It is the old-fashioned way for you? What's the new way if his DM is gone?
1, 2, 3.
Is what?
It's 1, 2, 3.
What's 1, 2, 3? What that mean?
We'll get there.
Now tell me.
1, 2, 3 is like instant matches on like profiles. So like they'll already have what you're compatible and they'll just match you up with somebody.
Automatic, instantly.
Yes.
Oh, and DM, you got to send a direct message,
Yeah.
and they have to answer you back.
Yeah.
Shoot, I just got that. And now you're talking about 1, 2, 3. Shit. Okay.
So yeah.
Go on.
I messaged her.
So
and-
she slid into your DM.
No, I slid into her DM.
You slid into hers.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Then
Slid into means you sent her a message.
Yes.
Okay.
I sent her a lot of messages trying to get
Okay.
her attention. She wasn't. She was reluctant at first, but then after my persistence, she gave me an opportunity to take her on a date, which I did. We moved
And
kind of quickly.
what interested you in her?
Her looks, her personality, and she was cool. She didn't complain a lot, so she just seemed like an easygoing girl.
complain
She
about.
didn't complain on her page a lot, so she seemed like an easygoing girl.
Yes.
Okay. So it took you a while, though, for it to respond to you.
Yeah.
How long?
About a week and a half.
That's a while?
Yeah, well, I sent a lot of messages.
Whew. Okay. I guess I'm just moving too slow in life these days. Okay.
I'm the only one.
Go on.
So yeah, after our first date, a couple of dates, I asked her if we could be exclusive. I kind of wanted to move quickly because I had my eye on her for a while, and then I made the first mistake in our relationship. I cheated on her.
Wait a minute. After the first couple of dates, you asked her to be exclusive.
Yes.
Your Honor, it was actually.
And you said you had made a mistake before.
It was actually a month.
Well, okay, I'm going to let you tell your side in a minute. And you said you had made a mistake before.
Previous to that, no.
But what did you say after you said you asked her to be exclusive after the first couple of dates?
She said yes.
Oh.
So
Okay.
we were right there, you know. we
Okay,
were
so now you say it was after the first couple of months.
It was after a month.
Okay, but he didn't say how long the period was. He said after the first couple of dates. So maybe it was a month that you all went out 2 dates. Could that be possible?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, same thing. Couple of dates, a month.
But we were talking and connecting with each other every
All
day.
right, I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell me your version. I doubt that you all will agree. That's why you're here. All right. So she said yes. All right. Then what happened?
We were all good, and then a couple months into the relationship, she went out of town. Mariah actually went out of town, and simultaneously, one of my exes from a previous relationship had flown in town. Long story less long, I had met up with her and a couple of my old friends. One thing led to the next, and I wound
I
up.
don't want that one thing led to the next. You guys are always trying to brush past something. I just showed you how dumb I am. I don't know your language, so what's one thing led to the next?
You know when
Talk
you put,
to me.
You know when you put a sock on and you got a hole in it and your toe goes through it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like what happened. It's like
Oh.
it was an accident, but nonetheless, I did cheat. And
That
then-
wasn't an accident.
And And then she found out because there was a pen from the hotel that I was visiting my ex at. And she had questioned that. And I had confessed to her that, you know, hey, I messed up.
I thought you were supposed to be exclusive.
I like my cake, but I still want to eat it.
Okay, so you confessed that you had had an affair with your ex.
Yes.
And then what happened?
She was reluctant to take me back. I had to buy her a necklace and profess my love to her profusely for her to accept me back. She did accept me back. We dated some more. And then I made another mistake.
Why you keep calling this mistakes?
Because they're accidents.
Cheating.
Man.
It's called cheating.
Yeah.
Judge Mablean delivers a masterclass in accountability here. Her refusal to let Andre minimize his infidelity by calling it mistakes is legally and psychologically crucial. Mistakes implies accidents. Cheating requires deliberate choices. This distinction between minimizing language and taking responsibility is fundamental to genuine rehabilitation and growth.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Mablean.
The young lady at the front desk had let me know there's no ice in the vending machine, but she would gladly bring some ice to my room from their employee fridge, which she did, and we had fun.
Justice with Judge Mablean. If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Andre Ramirez, who is suing Mariah Garcia for defamation.
It's called going out with another woman. That's a darn mistake. You did it because you wanted to deliberately. How is that a mistake?
It's an accident. Slipped and fell?
No, you didn't slip and fall. You walked your tail into the place wherever you were with the person.
There.
Talk about slipped and fell. No, you did not slip and fall. You made a decision to be with another person. You went somewhere, you did something, and it was all your decision. And the other person went along with it, obviously. So that's no mistake. I'm not going to let you keep standing here saying that.
Okay.
Own up to it.
I made the decision to cheat on Mariah with a hotel attendant. When I was out of town on a business trip, I sell life insurance, and one of my clients had passed away, so I had to go file paperwork out of state. And upon going to the hotel room, I needed ice from the vending machine, and our vending machine was out. So when I went downstairs to get ice, the young lady at the front desk had let me know there's no ice in the vending machine, but she would gladly bring some ice to my room from their employee fridge, which she did, and we had fun.
And you had what?
Fun with the ice.
You are just a dog, huh?
Man.
Yes.
What is it? You don't have any control over what you do with
It's
your
not
body?
Me, ma'am. It's the ladies.
You taking risks. You don't even know these people. They don't know you. You've never heard of STDs?
Oh, I have.
Oh, I'm sure you've had a few of them, huh? And it's funny to you?
No, it's in here. That's why.
But you've had a few, I'm sure.
No, I've never had an STD.
Never?
Man. No.
At
absolutely.
the rate you move?
I get tested every time.
That doesn't mean anything.
I'm careful.
You're
And I
not
use
careful
protection.
because you go with whoever. So that is not any way careful. You knew nothing about that woman that worked the front desk, except she brought you some ice up to the room.
Pretty much.
So you're not careful at all.
Fair.
And you don't have any kind of respect for yourself or other people either, obviously. So then what happened after she catches or hears about the woman at the hotel?
Well, actually, I literally heard it because he accidentally, butt dialed me.
Huh?
Yeah.
In the middle of the act.
I actually heard them doing it. Yeah.
You didn't even have enough sense to make sure your phone was off.
It was a mistake.
You just sloppy. You just don't care. You just really just inconsiderate, rude, immoral, just disgusting.
I made it up to her.
What?
I made it up to her.
He made it up to you.
No, he did not.
She
Well,
gave
what
me,
does he mean he made it up to you? What are you talking about?
She gave me another opportunity after that.
You did?
He proposed to me after a few months of texting and calling and wearing on me. He asked me to come over to his house and pick something up of mine, and when I showed up, it was this elaborate dinner with candles and lights and my favorite song, my favorite everything. And I mean, it got to me, and
You just a sucker, huh?
I am a sucker.
For romanticism.
Totally a sucker for romance, and
You didn't think about what was in your best interest. He's shown you who he is.
I know.
Look deep before you leap, and you didn't even have to look that deep. My book says look deep. Check out the person. What are they about? Check out their character. You didn't have to look too far. He showed you over and over and over and over. And you just didn't want to believe it.
I didn't.
You're that desperate for a man
Not
that you would put yourself in that position to say, you know what? I'm worthless. Treat me any way you want to treat me. I'll take you back. I'll have you. Just do me any kind of way. Walk on me. I'm a rug. Step on me. That's what you're saying.
The judge's metaphor powerfully illustrates how repeated forgiveness without change enables continued abuse. Andre's pattern of betrayal, romantic gesture, forgiveness, repeat betrayal demonstrates classic manipulation. Judge Mablean's direct confrontation addresses the core issue. Healthy relationships require both partners to value themselves enough to maintain standards and boundaries.
I totally realize that it looks that way.
That's what you're saying. That's the message you're sending.
I had a
Walk
soft
on me,
spot.
step on me, treat me any way you want. I'll let you do it. I'll have you. I'm just that desperate. That's the message you sent. I don't like myself. I'm not worthy. I deserve this. This is who I am. This man, come on. First of all, after 2 months, he's going to tell you to be exclusive. He doesn't even know what that word means. Can you spell it?
No.
You can't. You can't. So now you take him back. Then what happens?
Well, I told him that I would accept his proposal, but
To marry you?
yes. But that we had to wait a year, and nothing could happen in that year. Like, it was a probation year, basically.
And you really thought he was going to change?
I did. And
Why?
I mean, well, he seemed sincere.
When a person shows you who they are, believe it.
Yeah.
I did change, Your Honor.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
You stopped doing something for a minute. You didn't change at all, because the change has to come from here, your mind, because your mind controls your body.
Well, anyway,
And then the heart controls that. And you didn't change at all. You stopped for a second.
he also cheated on me a week before we got married. So he
No,
didn't,
he changed, remember?
he didn't change.
I already know that.
It was a bachelor party. I was drunk. And I don't recall the situation at all, but I woke up next to a stripper, so I assumed the worst. I didn't want to ruin the year that we had doing so good, so I hid it from her. We continued with the marriage. She had no idea about that situation before the marriage, a week before. And then on our month anniversary, she threw me a surprise party, and I couldn't deal with the guilt anymore. So I confessed to sleeping with the stripper the week before we got married at our bachelor party.
You wanted out. That's why you confessed. That's what that was. You wanted out. You knew you didn't want to be married in the first place. And this would get you out of it. You know that, because she didn't know. She had taken you back when she knew. This time she doesn't know. You decided to confess. You wanted out. And you know it.
Coming up,
You need to lose out on more dates
I
in
don't
the
have any
future.
STDs, ma'am. She's lying.
She didn't say she did. She said, I escaped without one. She didn't say you did.
Justice with Judge Mablean. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Andre Ramirez, who is suing Mariah Garcia for defamation.
So now why do you want her to pay you $411?
Well, that's the reason why we're here. So I tried to get her back for 2 months after that. I tried to show her that I could still be a genuine man, or still care for her, still, accompany her in any of these ways. And she was not hearing any of my efforts. So I politely and kindly just said, okay, well, then I'll stop all my efforts. I found a new girl at the gym. We went out on a date, and everything was great. We ate dinner. I had a concert set up later for us. I spent a lot of money on these tickets for the concert. Somewhere along the date, she sees a post from Mariah on Instagram, and it's a picture of me.
This case perfectly demonstrates what defamation is not. Defamation requires false statements that damage reputation. Mariah's post warning others about Andre's behavior patterns is truthful commentary based on lived experience. The legal system protects truthful speech, even when uncomfortable for the subject. Truth is an absolute defense against defamation claims.
And can we give this to the police?
Yes, sir. Anything else?
No, that's it for now.
Oh, they already gave me the, yeah.
And she posts that on social media. That's why my date left. That's why I wasn't able to go to the concert and enjoy my $400 ticket with my date. She still won't talk to me, and I don't know how many more girls have seen this or how else is this going to affect me moving forward? I feel like $400 is extremely reasonable, being that I may lose out on more dates in the future with this now as my reputation.
You
because
need to lose out on more dates
I don't
in the
have
future.
any STDs, ma'am. She's lying.
She didn't say she did. She said, I escaped without one. She didn't say you did. She's letting them know that they're running a risk. And she didn't lie. Here's what happens when my peace is disturbed. I turn up. Meet my cheating ex, who portrays himself to be such a perfect gentleman. Do you not?
I am.
But can't keep it in his pants. Is that a lie?
It's debatable.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just spread it.
Coming up,
It doesn't sound like insinuating that I carry diseases that I don't have.
No, it insinuates that you can't keep it in your pants, and that's not an insinuation.
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Andre Ramirez, who is suing Mariah Garcia for defamation.
I came out STD free. But beware, can't say the same for some of you. She told the truth.
It doesn't sound like insinuating that I carry diseases that I don't have.
No, it insinuates that you can't keep it in your pants, and that's not an insinuation. That's a fact. It states that you see and deal with a bunch of women because you open it up and stick it in anywhere, anytime, and you can't control yourself. So a person that continues to do that runs the risk of an STD. Getting an STD or spreading and giving an STD to someone else. She says, this time I came out free. I don't know about you, you better watch out.
I came
No,
out.
that's not a lie. She didn't say you had one. If she came out free, it means you didn't give her an STD. She said you didn't give her one. That's what she said.
And I just told the truth, Your Honor.
The whole truth. And she's supposed to pay you for that?
She's at least supposed to pay me for my date leaving. Yeah. My date only left because she saw the
So
post.
what are
that
you
she
going to
made.
pay her for all those times you did her wrong and stood her up and had other people and the embarrassment you caused her in her relationships? What you going to pay her?
Experience?
You serious about this, huh?
As a heart attack.
You have a problem staying celibate. You have a problem dealing with one person. You have a problem being committed. Did she lie?
No, ma'am.
You just don't want anybody else to know it. You want to be able to know them too and to give them a bunch of lies like you gave her and a bunch of false promises. I'll never do it again. I did it once, but it won't happen again. You need help.
Judge Mablean's verdict when Justice with Judge Mablean returns. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
I wouldn't dare give you $411. I would give you a penny because she only told the truth. You have more to offer than sex, do you not?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then act like it. Act like it. Love yourself enough to do the right thing. You need to swear off sex for the next 2 years.
This unconventional judicial advice demonstrates therapeutic jurisprudence, using legal proceedings for healing and behavioral change. Rather than simply ruling on monetary damages, Judge Mablean addresses root causes. Her prescription recognizes that Andre's compulsive behavior is destructive and requires intervention. This shows how courts can be vehicles for genuine transformation, not just punishment.
Just so you know that you're better than that and that you have more to offer. Somebody come at you for sex, you ought to scream like they're trying to kill you. If they ask you for it, if they offer themselves to you, ought to just act crazy. Ah! You should just go cuckoo. Because it's a disease for you. It really is. We were made to love each other. So it's not really hard to do. But what's hard for you to do is to love yourself enough to take care of yourself and to love another person enough to respect them as well. All right? Judgment for the defendant.
All rise.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
This isn't
You
over.
learned your
What,
lesson.
wait. Did you say this isn't over?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why isn't it over?
I don't have an answer for you, Your Honor.
You better give me one quick. Why isn't it over? What are you saying to her?
I'm going to be better and make it up to her.
No, you're not going to make it up to her at all, because here's my order now for you. Don't have anything to do with her.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.